Good morning, Joslyn Center Facebook Live fans. My name is Jack Newby, the Executive Director here at the Joslyn Center. Welcome you to our Interview Fridays and also our Interview Friday podcast. Also, if you've missed any episode, you can find it on our YouTube channel called Joslyn Television. Before we get started with the interview portion of today's show, I want to go over a few things that's happening here at the Joslyn Center coming up. We have a great event coming up. It's called Moon Over Casa de Colson, and that's because it's happening just about at the full moon. It's our season kickoff cocktail reception, and it's $125 per person. It's at a beautiful home in Rancho Mirage. And so if you would like tickets for that, you can contact Greg Murphy, who is our Director of Development, at 760-340-3220, extension 107. So call Greg for that. It's going to be a great event, great music, cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and we'll tell you a little bit about what's happening here at the Joslyn Center and kick off the season. Also, we have a yard sale coming up on November 12th. And so it's still plenty of time to donate gently used items to that yard sale. And that yard sale is to raise funds for our programs here on site. And Melanie Lyons, our program director, is working on that yard sale. And her number is 760-340-3220. And she's at extension 102. Coming up in our Wellness Center, we have an Aging Mastery course coming up on November 1st. It's a 5-session course, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 3 p.m. And this is a great course. It was developed by the National Council on Aging, and it talks about the various issues that we experience as we get older, financial, relationships, whether primary or friends and neighbors, gratitude, falling, exercise, sleep, advanced planning, a lot of the things that we don't want to do or don't want to pay attention to as we get older, yet are the things that can cause the most problems as we age. So you can call our Wellness Center, talk to Jose to register for that course starting on November 1st, and that's at 340-3220, extension 117. And again, of course, the area code is 760. Also, we have coming up on November 16, our 2-session course, Brain Boot Camp. That was developed by the UCLA Longevity Center. It's a really fun course, and it teaches you tips and tricks on how to improve your memory, why nutrition is so important for your memory, why exercise is so important to boost your brain health and memory. So that's Brain Boot Camp coming up on November 16 and 23rd. And again, you can call Jose to register at 760-340-3220, extension 117. We have lots of classes and activities coming up. We have a great on Mondays and Thursdays, our morning bites. You can come in, have coffee. We get goodies that are donated by local restaurants. Starbucks is one of them. So you can get some Starbucks treats and other treats, have coffee and talk with your friends and neighbors. Also coming up, we have we're doing Wii Bowling. That's always a favorite. So a lot coming up here at the Joslyn Center, and you can check out our website at joslyncenter.org. Again, that's joslyncenter.org, and you can find out more about what's happening. We have over 90 classes and activities happening every week, so you're sure to find something that you enjoy doing. One of the things you want to put on your calendar, it's coming up next week, is our Health Expo on October 26th from 9 to 1, and that you'll get free flu and free COVID vaccinations are available, as well as a lot of information about Medicare Advantage plans, and this is open enrollment for Medicare, and that's sponsored by Desert Oasis Healthcare. So that's what's happening at the Joslyn Center. We want to come into the interview portion now, and joining us from the Palm Springs Cultural Center to talk about the certified farmers market is Lauren Wolfer. So Lauren, you can join us now. And possibly, I don't see her yet, but possibly we'll have Kari Kalinich also join us from the Cultural Center. Welcome, Lauren. I hope you're having a good morning.
Hi, yes, thank you so much, Jack. Thanks for having me today.
Great view behind you, and that's the farmers market at your main location, right?
Yes, so that's our Palm Springs. So we actually, we have two main locations. We have our Palm Springs and our Palm Desert. This is our Palm Springs certified farmers market.
And where is that location?
So that is right outside of the Palm Springs Cultural Center, which many folks probably remember as the Camelot Theaters. So we're right on Baristo Road between Tockwitz and Sunrise, just near the high school.
Near that COD project, College of the
Yes.
Desert project that we're all hoping gets built soon.
Yes,
and then where is the certified farmers market in Palm Desert?
So the Palm Desert Certified Farmers Market is at Highway 111 in El Paseo in the Entrada Center. So we are right between the Palm Desert Chamber of Commerce and the Galen Center. So it's a really beautiful area. We're just nestled in by the sculpture garden. It's just such a gorgeous, tranquil setting. But you can find us. We're right by also La Spiga and Quisto as well, right in that area.
So we're using the term certified farmers market. What does that mean to people that are attending?
So the Certified Farmers Market program was actually created by the state of California in the 1970s, and it's a way for small and medium-sized farms to sell directly to consumers. So they don't have to go through. There's a lot. The Department of Agriculture has a lot of labeling requirements and packing requirements that this enables folks to just sell directly. And in order to maintain that consumer protection, what it means to be a certified farmers market is that all of our farms that participate are inspected by the county agricultural department at their farms. So they go and verify everything that they're growing. And then they also come and inspect at the farmers market as well. And so this guarantees that folks that are only selling what they've grown, right? So if you go to a farmer's market that isn't a certified farmer's market, you kind of have to take someone's word for it, right? You don't know for sure where that produce is coming from. But when you come to our farmers markets, there's that guarantee that you're buying directly from that farmer, and that is actually the farm that grew that produce.
So for the people purchasing produce and it's truly farm to table.
Yes, absolutely. It's such a wonderful opportunity to, meet the people that grow your food, and to get to know local farmers.
So we all know our summers are hot here. So what happens during the summer during the farmers market so it's more comfortable for your participants?
Yes. So in the Palm Springs Farmers Market moves inside at the end of May because it is definitely too hot for people or produce. So we move inside. We're really grateful to have the Palm Springs Pavilion available to us, which is an air-conditioned space. And that is indoors from June through September. Now, the Palm Desert Certified Farmers Market is a seasonal market. It runs from October to the end of April. We are always looking for an indoor space in Palm Desert. It's tricky to find something that is, large enough, air conditioned and all of that. So, we're always fingers crossed that we'll be able to make Palm Desert year round as well. But for now, it's seasonal from October till April.
And I think Kari is joining us now.
Great.
Well, we'll continue and see if she comes up on our screen. There you are. There's Kari.
Hey there.
Hi, sorry about that.
Hi. Yeah, I apologize. To let our viewers know, it's my fault. I sent out a late notice for this meeting. Got a little distracted before I sent it out. So my apologies to both Kari and to Lauren and to our viewers. But we're glad to see you here, Kari. And Kari, I had a question, so I'll let you answer it. What are the hours of the farmers markets in Palm Springs and in Palm Desert?
Our hours are from 8 until 1 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays.
So you're both Saturday and Sunday at both locations?
No, Saturday is Palm Springs, Sundays is Palm Desert. But our
Okay,
hours are both the same, 8 a.m. till 1 p.m.
okay. And how long have you been working and involved in these farmers markets?
Since the beginning of the year, but I have been involved with
Oops. Welcome
Well,
to the internet.
right. If I had to guess, I would say that, Kari's been working in food systems, throughout Riverside County for a long time. Not to finish her sentence, but we're so lucky to have her.
And how about you? What got you involved in farmers markets?
So I've always been a customer of the farmers market, and I actually started volunteering during the pandemic, during the very beginning of quarantine. So, luckily, farmers markets were able to stay open. There was a little bit of a, will they or won't they, whether farmers markets would be classified as like an outdoor event or as like a grocery, as an essential service. And they ended up being classified as essential services, but there were so many restrictions and protocols that we had to do that they needed really all hands on deck as volunteers. So I, joined as a volunteer and just basically never left. So
about how many farms or farmers are represented at your markets?
So it ranges, because again, we're kind of, we have the low season in the summer, the high season during, high season that November through February time. So really, the most it would be is like around like 60, farms and vendors down, in the slower season, maybe more around like 35 or so, but always kind of around between 40 and 30 altogether, or sorry, 40 and 60 altogether.
So if people are wanting to go to the farmers market, should they bring cash? How do they pay for the produce? Because I'm assuming it's not free.
No, it's not free. We do have a way to get free produce, which we can talk about later. But you're welcome to bring cash. Of course, everyone accepts cash, but you don't ever feel like you shouldn't stop by the farmers market if you don't have cash, because for one thing, all of our vendors do take a card. But we also, just in case, have our market buck tokens, which is like our in-house currency. And you can use your debit card or your credit card to buy them. They're kind of like wooden nickels almost. A lot of folks that shop our market regularly like to just come and just buy those and just use them, rather than doing a lot of card transactions. So we always have that available if you don't have cash with you.
Something I'm wondering about, because there are, I'm sure there are regular people that attend the farmers markets, and you said they get to know and be able to talk to the vendors and the farmers about their farms, that there's a social aspect to this.
Absolutely. That was really an amazing thing to see during the pandemic. So many folks, would come up and tell us that this was their only real social interaction that they got each week. I've seen there's actually been some academic research on this, that, a person that goes to a grocery store has like an average of 3 social interactions per visit, but at the farmers market, that's more like 17. And it's really wonderful. It's like a big part of what we do is we really want to build community, and we really have a wonderful community of folks. And it's great to see people that, they come each week and they have these relationships with the people that make their food, with other shoppers. It's a really, really wonderful community to be a part of.
Well, that's a really important point, especially for seniors, and being a senior center, we're very much aware of the need for that interaction and for people to have that socialization, because it really helps improve their health.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that, with you, they get to get fresh fruits and vegetables to even more improve their health.
That's right.
So, we've talked about the farmers markets and the cultural center a little bit. Tell us a little bit, just a background on the cultural center and what it does, in addition to the farmers markets.
Absolutely. So the Palm Springs Cultural Center was founded in 2007. We are headquartered in the former Camelot Theaters, and we are basically an arts and cultural organization that is devoted to enriching the cultural landscape of the Coachella Valley. We promote the arts, whether it's culinary art, whether it's live music, whether it's cinema. We have a very broad range of programs. We're doing not only do we screen new releases of independent film, we also show a lot of wonderful revival films, which is so fantastic. We just showed Funny Face with Audrey Hepburn earlier this week, and Tim Burton's Beetlejuice. We have film festivals. The Film Noir Film Festival is very popular. Those wonderful old film noir classics. We have our Cinema Diverse LGBTQ Film Festival, and of course we're also the main venue for the Palm Springs International Film Festival. But in addition to that, we always have things going on. We have live music happening every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Keisha D is on Sunday. She's amazing. We have a really amazing gypsy jazz violinist, Jeremy Levy on Mondays, and then Leanna Rogers every Tuesday. But beyond that, there's always something happening. So, we're really proud, of course, and we run the farmers market.
So if people wanted to find out more about the cultural center and the farmers market, is there a website that they could go to?
Yes, absolutely. So for the Cultural Center, I recommend you go to psculturalcenter.org. Signing up for our email newsletter is a really wonderful way to make sure that you're always hearing about all of the events that we have going on. Our farmers market website is the certifiedfarmersmarkets.org. However, I do recommend that you find us on Facebook or Instagram. Clearly, if you're here, you're using social media. We have a Facebook page, Certified Farmers Market for Palm Springs, and we have a page for Palm Desert as well. And that's where you're definitely guaranteed to get like the most up-to-the-minute updates about what's going on at the market.
And I've been to the Palm Springs farmers market, and there aren't only produce vendors there. You have other types of vendors. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, absolutely. So, we have plenty of farms, but we also have all kinds of amazing culinary products. We have, a mother-daughter team that's making Mediterranean pastry. We have really wonderful cheese and butter. We have scented candles. We have skincare. We have, at the Palm Springs market, we have a refill station for body care and like home products, cleaning products. It's a really amazing way to go green. You can just bring your own container in and refill it there. At the Palm Desert Market, we have a really fun paint your own pottery station, which is a really great activity with the family. I mean, if it's a really wonderful way to spend a Sunday morning at the farmers market, and that's just such a fun thing to do. But yeah, we have flowers, we have local flower farms, and just so many incredible products. We're really kind of bigger and better than ever, which we're very proud of.
And I know you started in Palm Springs. How long have you been in Palm Desert?
So the Palm Springs market opened in 2008, and then the Palm Desert market opened the year after in 2009. And,
Okay.
Palm Desert, we've been on Wednesdays that whole time until just this season, we were able to move to Sundays, which is terrific. So many folks have been asking for that for such a long time. So we are definitely the original farmers markets.
Anything that I missed that you think I should have covered in our talk?
I just wanted to chat a little bit about the Market Match program.
Okay.
And, that's the other thing we're very proud of, is that we're the only farmers markets that accept EBT. So if you or get CalFresh benefits, you can bring your EBT card to the farmers market and use that to buy tokens. And so you can, basically shop the market just as you would like a grocery store. In addition to that, we participate in Market Match, which is California's largest nutrition incentive program. And basically what that means is when you come to the market, and if you spend $15 with your CalFresh EBT benefits, we give you an extra $15 for free that you can use for fresh produce. And you can do that each time you come to the market. So it's a really good way to kind of like help your dollar go that much further when you come to the farmers market.
Well, I'm glad you covered that. I had it in my notes and was going to ask you. So I'm glad you covered that, because it is a way that people can get that fresh produce that you usually is hard to find sometimes, and especially in the market. And I think the socialization, I hadn't thought about it that much before, but you're right. When you're in the market, you're by yourself, you have a shopping cart and you pick up what you want, and you're really only socialization is if you happen to see someone there or through the checkout counter. So that opportunity to create community, meet your neighbors, and the people that grow your food is really a unique experience.
It's a really good thing to do for your community and for the planet when you shop at the farmers market.
Well, Lauren, I want to thank you for joining us, and Kari for joining us for a minute or so. And again, my apologies because it was my fault in sending out this late notice. I really apologize for that.
Oh, I received a message from Kari. She's very sorry. She's having technical difficulties. The internet at her house has been out half the morning. So
okay, well,
she wishes she could have been here. But thank you again, Jack, so much for having us.
Well, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Have a great time at the farmers markets. And for our listeners, please visit the farmers markets, whether you're in Palm Springs or Palm Desert. We have that joke that, it takes a passport and shots to go from Palm Springs to Palm Desert. Now you have it in your own community. So visit the Certified Farmers Market in Palm Springs at the Cultural Center, and in Palm Desert I know you gave me the name of the location, the Entrada Center.
That's right. Highway 111 in El Paseo.
Highway 111 in El Paseo. So have fun this weekend at the farmers markets. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we will see you next Friday for Jocelyn Interview Friday. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Bye.